Good morning, everybody. This is Alistair Fraser here. I'm a technical architect working in pre-sales for Oracle. And this morning I've also got Dermot Murray from InnoApps, who's their technology manager. And we're going to talk to you today about getting out of forms. I'm sure it's the title of our webcast today that has got you here. But unlike the namesake that we blanked the title from, we'll try not to force too many bugs down your throat. So what we're going to do today, let's talk about forms and the desire that a lot of you expressed to me personally, and I know is in the community generally, of how to actually move away from forms. And what we're going to talk about is Oracle Application Express as being one of those routes. How we would actually migrate from forms to Apex, and then Dermot and the InnoApps guys have actually done this, and they'll talk about what some of their experiences through that time. And then we'll finish off with a summary, some questions, and some conclusions. Through the time, we will actually be putting up a few questions which we'd like you to respond to. If you've got any questions to ask us, you can use the box on the side of your screen to actually post questions, and we'll try and answer them at the end. So first of all, can we ask this quick question of you? I think it's probably an obvious answer. If you're on this call, then you are interested in moving away from forms, but just to let us know what your thoughts are, perhaps take a couple of minutes to have a couple of seconds, should I say, to have for you to answer this, please. Okay, that's quite interesting. 17% of you are happy with forms, but you're interested in your options, obviously. But yeah, quite a few people are actually looking at it. Some are planning, a small number are already planning this, and some are wanting to do it but not planning. Hopefully at the end of the call today, then you will have a better idea of another option for you. So the first thing to say, though, of course, is that whilst a lot of you show a desire for getting away from forms, there is no necessity to do this. Forms isn't going away soon. So here's a quick reminder of the current timelines for the various forms versions, going all the way back to 6i, which has been out of support for some time now, over a year. And you've got 902 even been out for a little while. I would guess that most of you are on 10G 904, which is in its extended support mode at the moment. And then hopefully a lot of you already got 10G R2, which is the current release. But as you can see from that, if you get to 904 or your 10.1.2, even though there are finite ends to the support and extended support, both of those releases are covered by our sustaining support policy, so that you will be supported throughout that time. And beyond that, of course, we have got release 11 coming up. Don't ask me for a date, because I can't give one to you. Another quick question for you. Can you tell us what versions of forms you're on? Because that will help us to give you the appropriate advice through this call. Okay, that's actually quite interesting. So most of you are on Forms 10G, which is nice to know, which means you're web-based already. I'm slightly surprised that the number's still on client-server, but not totally. And I'll have to say I'm horrified number of people that are still on Forms 4.5, but I understand why. Okay, that's useful. Thank you for that. So, you're a Forms user. You do want to get out of it, because, and this is the reasons we usually get quoted at us. You've got lots of business logic in your Forms apps, and you can't reuse that. People are moving on. The rest of your application family perhaps is moving on into things like SOA, Web 2.0. But you need to actually get more benefit out of that code that was in your forms. Perhaps it's because the client's not thin enough. JInitiator and JDK and versions have been a perennial issue around forms, and I know a lot of people still like to get away from that. And obviously, again, it does make quite a large footprint on the client side, even if you're actually not doing the install. And you can't get to web services. Whilst forms, once you get to 10G, can consume web services, again, that business logic can't be exposed the other way around. So the question that faces most of you is, where do you actually go? The standard recommendation up to this point you'll have from Oracle is that Java and our application development framework is the appropriate route, with ADF giving you forms-like functionality across Java, so you're not doing too much raw coding. You've actually got a framework to work in a more 4GL-like environment. Some of you may be considering .NET. Heaven forfend. We wouldn't want to see you go that way. But of course now what we're talking about today is we now have a new option, the fact that we can actually take an interim route into Application Express. So we'll look at that. Another quick question, I think the last one for the moment. If you are thinking about migrating, what platforms are is that you're primarily considering? Could you maybe let us know that, please? Okay, that's quite interesting as well. Yeah, a lot of people are not sure, and that's what I find when I go out and talk to customers, not sure where to go. A quarter of you looking to go towards Java and ADF, and that's nice, and I think there's good reasons for doing that, which we'll summarize at the end. And it's interesting to see that some of you are already aware that Apex is an option for you. So hopefully today we'll actually inform you a bit better about what you need to do to do that. For those of you, Apex has been around for a while, but for those of you that aren't familiar with it, I'm going to hand over briefly to Dermot, and he's going to actually take you through Oracle Application Express and what it can do for you as a general tool. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us. My name is Dermot Murray. I'm the Technology Manager at a company called InnoApps, and we spend an awful lot of time working with Oracle Application Express and helping customers come up with solutions using that tool. For those of you that are familiar with Oracle Application Express or Apex, just bear with me for the next couple of slides. Just going to do a brief introduction to the tool and some of the capabilities. We'll get involved in some more technical stuff a little later on, but just as by way of introduction, Apex has been around for a number of years now, about 3 or 4 years. It was born out of a product that was once upon a time known as HTMLDB, and in the last 3 or 4 years has grown both in functionality and use. And I think it's fair to say that it's now widely recognized as Oracle's best kept secret. It's a tool that's available to everybody, that's being used more and more, but an awful lot of people don't realize quite how powerful the tool is or how it can be used. What does it offer? Well, it delivers a powerful, flexible development platform that can be used for a wide range of corporate applications, both simple little departmental type solutions or more complex corporate enterprise-wide applications. The tool is entirely web-based, both from the front end and also from a development platform. So it's ideally suited to the modern corporate environment. Gives you a very low footprint, both for the deployment but also from a development perspective as well. The tool is based on the core Oracle database platform. This is not a Mickey Mouse little tool. This is a tool that's based on many years of sound Oracle development. And as such, it offers really high levels of stability, scalability, resilience, performance. And I guess the best thing about it really in many ways is it's bundled for free. If you're an existing Oracle database license owner, then you have the right to use the Apex tool. Indeed, if you're not actually an Oracle database user, then there's the Express edition of Oracle database that can also be used for this. So it really ticks all the boxes. It's very low cost, it's powerful, it's flexible, and it can really be used for a wide range of corporate applications. What does it do, and what do you get with it? A number of key considerations here. From a development perspective, a very powerful tool that's really easy to use. It comes with a wide range of wizards and declarative functions that mean that the development life cycle is really rapid. It's ideal for RAD-type developments, developments that need to get pushed out to the users in rapid timescales. It's also perfectly set up to get yourself up and running very quickly. apex.oracle.com is an online cloud-based option